Good morning, y'all. Welcome back to Cherry Hill Farm. I'm Justin, and it is a beautiful, scalding hot North Carolina mid-July day. I'm back out here in the tomato field, and we have gone through and picked a handful off these tomatoes. It looked like quite a bit in the cooler, but really we just like a tomato or two off the first hand on every plant. So we're really just getting into picking. I got the spider mite issue under control. Believe it or not, I've not seen many bloom drops. That's really surprising with the temperatures we've had. It's supposed to be 98 today. The last 2 weeks have been in the mid to upper 90s. I'm not sure what the magic number is, but it's somewhere in the mid 80s. If the nighttime temperature doesn't fall below somewhere in the mid 80s, I'm not sure what that magic number is, tomatoes will start aborting blooms. Green beans do the same thing. They just can't stand the heat, and they go into survival mode instead of worrying about trying to make fruit. So fortunately we haven't gotten to that phase yet. Hopefully we don't. You can see we're up in the top of the plant, and I was just looking at some a minute ago. I mean, these tomatoes are just about to the end of their road. Well, right there's some bloom drop going on, but I opened up one a minute ago. You can kind of feel them from the outside. I don't know if that's the most reliable way. The most reliable way is to pull them open, which I can't do with one hand, and you can see if there's a little tomato forming in the bottom of that bloom or not. But I'm continuing on with my potassium nitrate trial. Still been running 50 pounds to the acre every week. You see I got some plants marked off here with a little zip tie and a little flag. It's actually a grocery bag piece. But I'm going to come through and pick everything that is breaking color and weigh it, and we're going to test. I'm going to keep records on 2 different varieties because I just don't have time to monitor like the entire field. Like, I have more to do in my days than to just monitor the yield on these tomatoes. But I'm going to try to do a good job of keeping up with tracking yield here. We're going to do 2255 potassium nitrate versus ultrasaline, and then we are going to do Rambler potassium nitrate versus ultrasaline, and we'll go through here and get these picked off and see what we come up with. I was going to weigh each tomato and check the fruit, but there's so many tomatoes and that's going to take a long time, so I think I'm just going to pick all the tomatoes in the section and then zero out my box and weigh with and without for each variety. All right, so I got me a box here, 2255 with iodine, and let me find my little test block here. Here we go. And I did double check to make sure that there's 4 plants between each flag and each variety. And I should probably keep track of the culls on each one. Also, so everything that's breaking or red up to breaking is going to get picked here. Ooh. All right. So this is four plants, one picking. That's pretty good. All right, so this is what I've got so far. Look at the size of these tomatoes. These are some nice ones. Had only picked really one coil out of the group. I mean, we'll put that in a canner box. So should be sold anyhow, but really, really nice tomatoes. And so far what I've got, 2255, the Ultra Saline, we picked 11.7 pounds, and the plain potassium nitrate picked 13.2 pounds. And don't get too down on it yet, because you never know, you know, the next picking may flip, or it may, we don't know what it'll do. We'll see when we get to the end. This is not a paid promotion. Again, I mean, SQM was kind enough to supply the potassium nitrate for this trial, but I'm just giving my honest, straightforward, what I'm seeing the results of. So I'm gonna go pick Rambler now, and we'll see how we end up on it. Alright, so this is how the Rambler turned out. Quite a bit different. 11.2 pounds with the iodine. The plain was 5.6. Double the yield, literally, exactly. One thing I've noticed here, and I guess I've just never really done my due diligence. These Ramblers, well, this one's got a string line where it was laying on the tomato string. These Ramblers are a beautiful tomato. A lot prettier than 2255. That, if you're looking for the perfect red round tomato, this is a round tomato. These are all, and they're all pretty dang consistent sizing. All these here on top are, I just unloaded them after I weighed them because I only brought 2 boxes. Well, that's not real consistent sizing. These iodine fruit are larger fruit too. But you notice how much more round these Ramblers are. I'll get down here and show you. This was a 2255. It's more of a oblong, not oblong, more squatty. I think they call that a beefsteak style tomato. These have got a little bit more green shoulders on them too, the 2255. They do color up just fine, but so that's the results for this picking of the trial, and I'll get back with you on some more. And you see, I mean, this is trying to do this the best way that I know how. I've never worked at the State Research Station. It's been a long time since science class in high school, but doing the best I can here. You see, it's not completely all inclusive because we had crows early on that were giving us a fit, and that's what all this is. It's tomatoes in the row middles, for the most part, is all tomatoes that the crows pecked. They were in here by just wads of them. Actually, you can see some crows pouring out of that tree over there now. You can hear some. It's a never-ending battle. There's always something out to get what you're trying to grow. But anyway, just thought I'd give y'all a little update on the Fertilizer trial, and I will see y'all next time.